Well, we're playing that Syracuse Dome team again, I guess. We're back inside, and it looks sunny outside. But really good number 10 practice today. Got 5 to go. Really like where our kids are right now. We're playing with a great attitude. Start off a little slow, had to crank them up. But they really finished strong. Got some great periods in today. Finished with the final 2 or 3 plays of the game. Throwing whatever you call it, victory play, rocket play, and guys are competing. So. Getting a little bit better every day.
Can you tell us about the scrimmage Saturday?
Oh, the scrimmage, God, that seems so long ago. It was kind of a half scrimmage. It wasn't as long. It was one of those 50-50 days where we had a lot of individual and, a lot of good things going on in the scrimmage. It seemed like it was a month ago. I forgot who was going to ask me that question, but there was a lot of good things going on. Not a lot of big plays offensively, so you're happy on the defense side of the ball. Really, it came down to 1 turnover, and then if the offense doesn't turn the ball over, it's probably a victory for the offense, but there was only 1 turnover, which is always a plus. It's good that the defense got 1 on a run play, and then it came down to a 2-minute where the defense got a stop and won the scrimmage. So the offense looks good. It was very competitive, and I was happy really with both sides of the ball.
You come out of it healthy?
Yes, we did. Came out real healthy.
You had said before about installation on offense going a little bit slow. Has that picked up? Are you happy with where you are?
It picked up. We got a lot more stuff in today, and again, it's not a matter of how much you put in; it's how much they retain. And again, probably more for Coach Watson as far as what he's put. New offense, and want to put it in slowly enough that he can be detailed at everything we need to do on that side of the ball. But I'm happy with where our install is overall.
How have you balanced installing plays and also trying to get reps for different quarterbacks in like a scrimmage setting like that?
In the scrimmage setting, obviously you're going to try to get 2 guys more reps. I think the first scrimmage, there was a different category of reps that guys got. And then it kind of flipped a little bit this week based on how they're practicing. I mean, Tuesday and Thursday will determine how many reps you get on Saturday. And, I guess you guys will see in another week and a half here, the spring game, what it looks like. But we got 4, very functional quarterbacks, and we'll see what you guys say after the spring game.
Are you looking for like the splash play, the big plays in the scrimmages? Is that what you're hoping kids make, or do you want more consistency?
Well, you want a little bit of both. I mean, to win games, you have to have explosive gains on offense. We talk about explosive plays, and to win games offensively, we got to have explosive plays. You're not going to just have a 17-play drive and win football games that way. It's hard. Someone's going to make a mistake. So I think it's imperative that we have explosive plays on offense, and then defensively on the other side, you can't give up the big play. Defensively, it'll take a 17-play drive and a touchdown. Really, if it takes that long. So it's something we focus on. We got to make big plays on both sides of the ball.
You split up those 4 quarterbacks on Saturday. Was it Thomas and Max as 2, and Ben and Kenny as the other 2, or how did that split up?
It was really not split up based on 1s and 2s. It was just kind of get them reps throughout and. So I think every quarterback took, I shouldn't say every quarterback took, but 3 quarterbacks took reps with the 1s, and all the 1s took reps with the 2s just to get them enough reps. And we really don't have 3s right now, depth-wise. I think because we lost so many seniors, we only brought in 4 incoming guys at the mid-year, and I think 1 was a kicker, so he doesn't count. So you really work with 2s, and you got to get the quarterback reps that way.
Is there any separation you seeing out of the quarterbacks at all?
I think there's some separation. There's some, every day we talk about, okay, who's the starting quarterback after today? And, in the staff room, we know. It's good that you guys don't know. So I have no leaks in our office. You never know.
You talk about that at the other spots, too, I'm guessing?
Every day we go through the depth chart. Every day we go through it, and sometimes we get guys stacked into 1s saying, hey, all 3 of those D tackles are running with the 1s today. So every day, we talk personnel every single day. We talk about these guys, not only what they're doing on the field, but what they're doing in the classroom. And we know what our guys are doing everywhere. We know what they're doing in the dorm at night. We know that's kind of why we sit around the office all day. We get to discuss all those things.
When Aaron Matthews was recruited, he was a guy that was maybe going to play defense, maybe going to play offense. Played him a lot just as an athlete last year. Are you seeing steps in progress in him as a technical wide receiver?
Yeah, really are. And again, he likes to play wide out. When we recruited him, he really didn't want to play defense. I think he could be a heck of a defensive player, to go back to the first part of that question. But you are. It's ups and downs, and it's a grind. But Aaron's done some nice things. He had a nice scrimmage the other day, put it that way. He was better than scrimmage number 1.
Trey tipped in. Did he show anything in the scrimmage? Where's kind of he at this game?
Yeah, Trey's done a nice job. He's got wheels. He had another nice day today. So Trey continues to to impress out there. He's a playmaker.
One other thing on the quarterbacks is Kenny, what is Kenny showing you, coming in as a freshman?
Kenny's done a nice job as a true freshman. Maybe in at least going on the third spring here, probably the best young quarterback we've had. Just he's got moxie, he's got composure, just really good. He's been well coached out of high school, and he's come in and he's really done a lot of good things. He's sharp.
What have you seen out of the defensive secondary so far this spring, improvement-wise? And that was a big area of concern for you guys.
It is. I see us making more plays. I mean, shooting a scrimmage in the 2 minute. I guess there's another part of the scrimmage part in the 2 minute to win the game. I think Maddox came up with 3 PBUs. For some reason they targeted him. I'd go to the other side, but they went after him, and he had 3 PBUs at the end of that scrimmage to seal the victory. So he's really, as a whole, I've seen a lot of good things. Dennis Briggs has really stepped it up. Felipe Motley's really playing good, and that second group, Dane Jackson at corner, and Theron Coleman's getting a lot of reps with the twos, really all the reps with the twos right now. So he's doing a nice job as well.
Do you see Maurice French being able to flip all year? Would you like him to end up at one spot or the other?
Well, right now in the spring we're trying to do it both ways because you're kind of short on both sides. So you're trying to fill the void. If someone's dinged up and you want to make sure he doesn't get hurt and he doesn't miss the next week because we pushed it too far. So he's playing both ways, and we'll find out where we are when the fall comes around, with some of those young guys go. But we'll start them off 2 ways, and if a young guy emerges and says, hey, I think that guy can be good, then we'll try to get him on one side. But I can still see him going through the year being a guy that can help us both sides.
Coach, thank you.